The best activity to lose weight is not the one that leaves you exhausted or drenched in sweat. It's the one that you can keep up with consistently day in and day out. And today, I'm speaking to you as someone who has successfully lost over 78 pounds. And I want to share with you why this past month I prioritize walking for fat loss. Hey everyone, my name is Grace, and I cannot tell you how excited I am that July has gone. Because for the month of July, I set myself up with my very own challenge. I decided to walk at least 10,000 steps every single day for one whole month. And I have to tell you, this was a lot harder than I expected. And yes, while I did lose weight and experience some incredible changes, not only physically, but mentally, I gotta tell you, that also came with blisters, sore muscles, and exhaustion. If you've ever wondered if 10,000 steps a day is worth it, especially if you're on a GLP-1, this video is for you. If you're wondering, Grace, why did you decide to do such a ridiculous challenge? It's not because anyone signed me up for it, not because I was winning anything, not because I was trying to earn my food, and definitely not because I was trying to punish myself. It's because I'm trying to be intentional about the lifestyle habits that I want to continue with way after I have reached my weight loss goal. And walking seemed like the perfect place to start. Now, how did I make this work? Because if you have ever tried to get 10,000 steps in a day, you know it takes you anywhere between 1 to 2 hours at least to be able to average that much daily. And giving up 2 hours of your day is not something that a lot of us have to spare. So pretty early in the month, I realized I needed to get majority of my steps in as early as possible. So that meant that for a lot of the month, I was setting an alarm at 5 in the morning so that I can get most of my steps in on my walking pad in my garage or go outside and do laps around my neighborhood while tracking on my fitness tracker to keep me accountable. I'm gonna get right to it. What were my results? I weighed in on June 29th, 2026 at 195.6 pounds. And after walking consistently at least 10,000 steps, I actually averaged over 11,000 steps each day for 30 days. I weighed in on July 29th, my weigh-in for week 75 of my weight loss journey on a GLP-1 at 187.2 pounds. That means that I have lost over 78 pounds since being on my health and wellness journey. And the most surprising part is that while I did lose 8.4 pounds in just 1 month, that wasn't my favorite part. My favorite part was how I felt physically. My legs were stronger. I didn't feel as winded walking upstairs or carrying groceries. And I felt so much happier mentally on days that I walked more. But I'm going to give you all the details because walking an average 11,031 steps each day for the last month had some goods, but it also had some bads, and there were also some ugly parts to this challenge. Depending on your body size and pace, walking 10,000 steps a day can burn roughly an extra 300 to 500 calories a day. Burning those extra calories was just a bonus because something I really loved about this challenge was the change in my stamina. I wasn't huffing and puffing after every single breath. I actually had some newfound energy. My mood definitely improved. I felt happier. And on really stressful days, I knew that if I just went outside for my walk, it helped clear my mind. It was the perfect reset button. Perhaps my favorite benefit of this challenge was the fact that I proved that I could keep a promise to myself for 30 days straight. And that confidence carries into every other healthy decision. Now let's talk about the bad. And there were plenty of those because 10,000 steps a day, that might sound easy, but you gotta realize it takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours each day to be able to complete that kind of step count. And that's a huge commitment because that meant there were days that I was skipping a movie with my family because I had to go walk. I was skipping on a nap with my kids because I had to get my steps in. Some days I was choosing between just relaxing or going on a walk. And there were plenty of evenings that I was so exhausted, but I was 2,000 steps short of my goal. And that meant I had to go in the garage and finish my steps. Another bad was how fatigued I felt on some days, probably from the lack of sleep because I was up late trying to finish steps or waking up too early to try to get majority of my steps in. And if I'm walking more, that also means I'm hungrier more. Listen, I'm burning more calories. My body's asking more fuel from me. Even on a GLP-1, even on 12.5 milligrams of Zepbound, I felt hungrier. The food noise was a little louder. My appetite was a little higher. My body was working harder and I could definitely tell. And now for the ugly parts of this challenge. And let me tell you, not only were they ugly, but they were painful. I was definitely more sore every day. I developed the worst blisters on my pinky toes. I had to buy gel protectors to wear just so that I can complete my challenge. But there were days I actually thought about throwing in the towel. And a little bit more embarrassing was the fact that I developed a blister from friction in an area right under my glute. Not exactly glamorous, but it is what happens when you commit your body to do something for 30 days straight. I did learn that good shoes matter, some good socks matter, and sometimes a little shaving balm doesn't hurt either. One of the most important lessons that this challenge taught me had nothing to do with the scale. I know that obesity is a disease, and it's not my fault, but also sitting here and blaming my genetics, my hormones, my biology doesn't get me one step closer to my goal. Instead, asking what's my responsibility today is what's going to help me move closer to the life that I want. And my responsibility for the last 30 days was simply to show up for this challenge, to get in at least 10,000 steps each day, to rest as much as possible, to nourish my body as best as I could, to take my medication, and to show up even on the days that I really did not want to continue with the challenge. The challenge reminded me that health isn't one workout or getting in 10,000 steps each day, is the entire lifestyle around it. Now, would I recommend it? Yes, or maybe not exactly the way that I did it. Work your way up because jumping straight to 10,000 steps would leave you overwhelmed, sore, and pretty much ready to quit. Slowly build up because progress beats perfection every time. This challenge was about more than just meeting a daily step goal or even losing 8.4 pounds in 1 month. It was about proving to myself that I could continue to show up even on days that I didn't feel like it. Every single step reminded me that small choices repeated consistently really do add up. If you're on a health journey and you've been wondering if walking is worth it, for me, the answer is yes. No exercise is not required. No, walking is not magic. But for me, walking has helped me build a healthier life one step at a time. If this video encouraged you, give me a thumbs up so it'll be suggested to others who are looking for support on their health journeys. Also, tell me in the comments, how many steps did you get in today? And double check that you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any other shenanigans I'm getting into. Hey friends, until next time, let's keep losing the weight. Bye!